Hi, and welcome to this lecture. We will continue to look at rhinoscript syntax in Rhino and Python. This time, we will make a script that simplifies creating layers using Rhino. In the previous video, we created only a geometry, but now we'll see that we can also change the document settings using rhinoscript syntax. In this video and the belonging exercises, you will learn more about rhinoscript syntax in Python. You will learn to add layers to a Rhino document using Python, and you will learn how we can use a while loop to get an unspecified amount of user input. So I start again in Rhino. And again, I go for the edit Python script command. And you see I have an empty editor. So in this video, we will just first import rhinoscript syntax. So import rhinoscript syntax as rs, and I will use three functions in this. So the first I want to use is rs.getString, because I want to get the name of my layers from the user, and I want to do one rs.isLayer. It will check if the layer already exists. So we don't want to create duplicate names in this example. And finally, I want to do rs.addLayer, which adds a layer in Rhino. So let us try first, just get a string, so the name of the layer, from the user through the command line. So I will use layer string, and it will be rs.getString. Then I have to input the prompt, so enter layer name, and I would have some default values, so strings. Third argument, I will use a keyword to input it directly, strings, and I can have some default options that we can select. So say level, say it's a building, then we have level 1. And you cannot have spaces in your string when you're entering here. So just try to use underscore or something. And level 3, example, like that. So let's just test it. And here you see I have enter layer name, and I have 3 default values, and I can press without typing. So I can type level 1, for instance. And I could also add a default string, which can be, say, the grid lines, for instance. I tested, so it was default rs.get string. The default string is the keyword argument. That's that. Test it again. And then you see now, by default, if I just enter, so I press space or enter, it will be grid. Otherwise, I can press here for some defaults, or I can type another name here. That is working, we're getting the string, but then the script finishes. So let's just try to add it as a layer using rs.addLayer. And now we'll use my layer string. So now I run the script, and I just use the default value. And you see there in my layers, I now have the grid. I can run it again. I can create level 1, here's level 1, I can run it again, create level 2, and so on. So I will just delete all the layers, and now we'll try to make a function and a script that allows us to dynamically add as many layers as we want. So I want to do a function that we will call, so create layer, and I will just add the name of the layer. And when we add the layer, we have some parameter. We can specify the color, we can just choose if the name layer is visible. We can lock it when we create it. And we can select the parent layer if we want it to be a sublayer, which we will actually use. So that is the function call. And the first thing we want to do is just create a docstring. It's a layer with use for inputs. And we only want to create a layer if there's no layer with that name already. So we don't want duplicate layers. So I want to do if, and then do the rs.isLayer function. So it will return true if the name already is a layer. So I can take the input here and check it. And if that is true, I want to just print some message. So the layer already exists. Please enter a unique name. For example, that. So we do our check first, and if there is no layer with the name we want to create it, so I will do just rs.add layer, and I will do the name, and I will do a parent. So it's to show you that when I'm using the keyword arguments, I can name them in the order I want. So you see here, the color is actually first, like in my parameters for the function, but with the keywords, I don't have to care, and I will more often than not use the parent and the color, so I want that first to make it easier to see. So parent, and by default, that would be none, or parent, I would just use, so here I said parent and none, so here I would just set parent to parent, the parameter from my function code, and I would do color equals to color, visible equals to visible, and locked equals to locked. So I'm just setting these inside a function just to give me a chance to override it if I want, using this create layer name. So that's a function. So now we want to say while true. So this is an infinite loop, so I shouldn't do anything here. So I will, just before we finish with the script, I would say counter equals to 0. Have some termination, so I will do counter smaller than 10, and I will just add counter plus it equals to 1. And this is just during development to make sure that if I by accident now run it, I will not have an infinite loop. So that's why I add this second condition here. And I will say that we get the layer string out input, and this will be my parent layer. So I want to have the option to create 2 levels of layers. So I will say layer, I will just copy this one like that and enter parent layer name. I will have that, and I will just break it to make it easier to see. And I will add some more here. I will say press space bar slash enter to exit, because you want to be able to exit the loop when we're done creating our layers. So if I just have an empty string input, I will terminate. So then I have to remove this default string, because otherwise it will be default and I will never terminate. So that's my layer string. And I will say if layer string, so if the input equals to just an empty string, then I break the loop. So this is always true until I get this empty string input. So we can try it now. And I will just remove that. So now I can just, you see I can press either 10 times and it's terminating, or I can press 1, 2, 3 and then enter a blank input and also terminate. Now we have our termination. So when we're done entering layer names, we finish. So that's the first part, and then I will say that I create the layer. If it don't break, if the layer string is valid, I will do create layer, and I will input my layer string. That we test it again. I will just trust level 1, there it is, level 2, there it is, level 3, there it is, I'm finished, enter, I'm done. So that's one way to do it. And if this is working, we can type as many layers as we want. If I remove this and now, before that, I want to create child layers as well. So I want to do just the same here. So create child layer. And again, I say while true. Or not create my termination now, I'm satisfied. So I will do child string. And I will do rs.getString again. And I will say enter sublayer name. And I will again press enter to exit, and this time sublayer. Then I will go out to parent layer again. And again, I will just, if the string is empty, if child string is empty, we break. And then we will break with this inner loop, and we will be back in this outer loop using the break here. So if it don't break, if the string is valid, I just create layer, and I have a child string, and I use the parent keyword this time. Here, the parent equals, and that is my layer string, this one. So then the function knows under which other layer to add this sublayer. And I can remove the counter. That, test it, and I have some type layer, child string, get string. Oh, and I never finished this part here, so I just need to do close, escape, and then some optional values here as well. Let's say we can do, here we can just do doors, columns, or walls. And I forgot, again, a parenthesis here, so a lot of syntax errors that happens, and now it should work. I think it's fine. Nope. Oh yeah, I removed the counter, so I will just remove this safety condition. Now we should have a functioning 2-level layer generator or script. So we can try it. And I enter the parent layer name as the prompt tells me. I just enter level 1 here, and sublayer name, say I want doors 1 or door, and wall 1, walls 2, wall 3, and I can just go on, and you see they get into the under the level 1 layer. And if I'm done with the sublayer, I want to enter an outer layer again. I just press space or enter once, and there you see I'm back in parent layer name. I can create level 2. I can create window 1, window 2, and you can see I can go on as long as I want. I can add another one, level 3, and I will just do 3-1, 3-2, 3-3, 3-4, and so forth. And I can do level 4 myself. Template, and 4-1, 4-2, 4-3, 4-4, and so forth. So you can see I can go on as long as I want, and if I want to exit, I'm finished. I exit the sublayer, and I'm back as from the parent layer, or press spacebar to exit, and I'm done. That's just this simple script where we can create nested layers when we open a new Python file. So finally, I will just save it. So I can go to File, Save, or I can Control S and just save it in a folder where you like it. And I will do my layer generator. Hi. There it is. I can close this now. I will delete all my layers created now. So we have a new script again. And instead of editing one, I know I have an existing Python script. I can type the command run Python script and just open, and I'm back here. Now I can do whatever I want, creating those sublayers again. And when I'm done, I just enter twice, and then the script is gone. And another last thing to make it even easier, I can, if I do like a hyphen, and I do run Python script, I'm skipping the window popping up, and it just goes straight to my last run script, or I can I can type the script name myself, and I can just press enter again, and now I can continue creating the levels. So that's how we can use Python to simplify, for example, creating layers in Rhino. Thank you for watching the video. Here you learn more about how we can use rhinoscript syntax to automate repetitive tasks using Python. In this case, the layer creation in a Rhino file. We also used a while loop to get user input. This is very convenient where we do not know in advance how many layers the users want. Simplifying the creation of layers is only one of many mundane tasks you can simplify and automate with a little knowledge of scripting. Now we will get a chance to practice this and exercise this before we jump back to Grasshopper in the next 2 videos. So see you then, and good luck.